Welcome back, my Docaholics, to Doc Lyle Talks Comics, and today we're going to talk about Skinbreaker, issue number 1 by Robert Kirkman and David Finch. This is a creator-owned property of Robert Kirkman with David Finch co-creating, and we start with a tale as old as time. Anak is a young man who does not want to succeed his father, Enum, but instead he protects him. When they go out into the hunting into the wilderness, then when they come back, then Anak brings back this large prey, but says that his father, the chieftain, is the one that captured and killed this beast. Thule, who you have not seen yet, Thule, it's probably hard to see too much detail because David Finch is laying down so much cross-hatching and so many lines, and it looks excellent. It's some of his best work in years, in my opinion. But it's so detailed, it's just crazy. It's almost like McFarlane-esque in its level of detail with line work. Although his lines are thinner, whereas McFarlane's were thicker and carry a lot of weight, these are thinner and they add depth. So Thule is on to their little game. And he says, recover your strength, my chieftain, I can bring your catch the rest of the way. And they go and they have a party later that evening. The skin breaking ceremony is tomorrow. So they have a party before the skin breaking ceremony. And Thule is there. Everyone is there. I really love the colors on this book, if I haven't said that already, because it's almost like a world of Twilight. It's a world at the end of its time. And I've always been enamored of stories like that, where you have really not red, but more orange tinged sunsets and things of that nature to show that a world is either changing season or dying. And it appears that these cave dwellers, their time is not done, but things changes afoot, okay? And so that night, you get Anak's wife even saying you need to challenge your father. If you challenge the chieftain, then you will become our new ruler and you will rule fast and true. And I know that you possess a different moral code than Thule. And so she pushes him towards making that challenge. And unfortunately, what it is a father-son to the death duel. Or at least a chieftain and next in line duel to the death. And eventually at the party, you get to see Anak's son. And apparently, he's not allowed to come out and see the party because his skin hasn't broken yet. They will shine a light from a sword. And as the light filters through that sword, it will burn off the false skin of these children. And unfortunately, his son at the skin breaking ceremony the next day is not chosen by the sun to have his skin broken. But I have a feeling that there's a lot more to that, and there's another layer to this, that even though he looks weak and easily intimidated, I have a feeling that he's going to grow to be as great a warrior as his father currently is, and just as strong. And he says, why do you not join the feast, my son? And the boy says, I thought it best to hide myself. I don't wish to shame you, father. He says, my son, no, I know only pride for you. And he says, but you are so strong and I am weak. I have seen 8 new sons and still my skin is unbroken. That matters not. I know your strength, and I am proud of you. And so the next day they have the skin breaking ceremony, and like I said, his son does not turn out the way that he was hoping. So Thule finally comes out and chooses to take his son. And he said, and his wife says, he's newly born, it'll kill him. And he said, not if he's strong. So he allows the chieftain to hold the blade up, and it burns the false skin off. Behold, Paka, son of Thule, he has broken skin at his first new son. And so then Thule turns his anger towards the rest of the people at the party, at the Skinbreaker ceremony. He says, Enor would be too weak to hold it. Talking about the son, talking about the blade. He's talking about the chieftain. He says he would be too weak to hold it had his grandfather not shattered it so many sons ago. Enor's time as chieftain should end, but Enoch lends his strength, and he allows Enor's weakness to take root. We have allowed shard bearers like Enoch to shoulder our chieftain's burden and hide his weakness. And so Thule is just about to make a challenge to Enor's rule. And instead, Enoch steps up and says, I demand to make challenge. And he looks at his son and he says, the challenge is made. So you have a story that we've heard 1,000 times before, but it's told with these amazing characters about the change in power. One leader stepping to the side, another leader standing up to provide sustenance, strength, wisdom, and rule for his people. I would have never thought that something like this could come from Robert Kirkman. I'm not saying that he's a bad writer, but this seems very far out of his wheelhouse. But he knocked it out of the park. He absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's a story about family. It's a story about moving forward, letting the old ones go, and then embracing the rule of the new. And like I said, I can't say good enough things about David Finch's artwork. He's absolutely on his A game, and I can't wait to see where these guys take this. This is going to be an absolute fun ride. Bring on Skinbreaker issue number 2. So did you guys go pick this up at the shop? Did you read it? And if you did, what did you think about it? Did you think that it had that strong story, that moral sense of not impending doom, but of a new chapter? Did you guys get that out of this book if you read it? Let me know in the comments, and let's talk about this one, because I absolutely loved this book, and I think you will too.